Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome on back to another video. Today is the new year. As I'm recording this is January 1st, so happy new year to everyone. And I thought I might make a little prediction video because Marvel Rivals schedule, they drop a new hero every month, right? So we got 12 months in this year, just like every year. So I got 12 characters that I think are coming to Marvel Rivals this year. And I got what role I think they could be and what powers they could have. And I'm gonna get right into it. We obviously already know the first two because they already confirmed it. Deadpool. Now they haven't confirmed the roles yet, but I'm gonna guess he's gonna be a Vanguard. That's what I have him here listed as. And whoops. Okay. And like he has superhuman strength, speed, durability, stamina, agility, reflexes, swordsmanship, regenerative healing factor. Like that's why I think he could be a tank because I feel like his healing factor is gonna be like a big part of his kit. Master of martial arts. He's a marksman, an assassin, and of course the fourth wall break. I feel like his move set is gonna be like pretty like fourth wall breaking. Like maybe he'll grab the opponent's health bar and like hit you with it, or you know what I mean, like just like or like wink at the camera or something. But yeah, obviously we know the first one's gonna be Deadpool. And then they also showed Elsa Bloodstone, which is cool. And I think she's gonna be a duelist. I mean, she got two shotties, she ready to shoot it up, you know what I mean? I think because Marvel Rivals, they like to do some big characters and then some low key characters. So you're gonna see what I have in store for you. But yeah, Elsa Bloodstone, you already see what's going on here. I don't want to spoil too much, but let's bring it up. But yeah, what does she have? Superhuman strength, speed, durability, endurance. She has vampire immunity. So I don't know what that could mean with Blade. I know Blade's not a vampire, but maybe if they ever add Morbius in this game, that could mean something. Maybe Morbius is down the line. I'm just gonna say it now. Morbius is not in my prediction for this year, but if they do add Morbius, I definitely do want more Spidey villains because I feel like, Spidey has the best villains. And he has plenty of them, and we need them in the game. All we got is what? Venom? We only got Venom out of all Spidey's villains? We need more Spidey villains. What else she got? She also has a healing factor, expert marksman and a fighter, expert usage of mystical items, and weapons proficiency. So she's gonna be running and gunning. Probably similar to a Bucky. I can see her being similar to a Blade with the shotty. Pretty cool. But obviously these two are confirmed. This is for January, and this is for February. Now we're gonna move on to March. In March, we got my boy Quicksilver. I don't want to spoil too much because I don't want to spoil the next one. But Quicksilver, I think he's gonna be a strategist. I think he's coming to the game eventually. Maybe not March, but this is my prediction. Quicksilver, I think he could be a strategist. I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people think like maybe he'll be a better duelist, and he could be a cool duelist. I wouldn't even be mad at that. But I think he could be a cool strategist because first of all, his sister is already a duelist, so having both of the siblings be duelists, I mean, you know what I mean? I want them to working together. One could heal, one could be a duelist. So, what I think he could be a healer is, he's super fast, running around the whole map, healing everyone. He could throw like waves of just like heals, like the Marvel Rivals they are creative with it. I feel like being able to heal everyone in like a quick amount of time, zipping around to all your teammates that are low. Like, I feel like that could be like a really decent healer, and like his ult could be like him running in a circle, like bursting out heals or something. Like, I feel like it could be cool, and he can kind of be like Gambit in a way where he's like also kind of a duelist, where he's just like if he unloads a fury of punches on you, you're gonna get deleted. You know what I mean? Here's some of his powers that I have listed here. Superhuman speed. He's a speedster. Moves faster than an eye can track, appearing as a blur. That could be crazy. He sees the world in slow motion. Maybe his ult is everyone goes in slow motion except for him. That would be a crazy ult. Superhuman reflexes. Superhuman stamina, metabolism, kinetic force generation, friction, temperature. He could run on walls and water. I feel like he could you can make it where he runs on walls. I think like a speedster as a healer could be really sick. Getting all around to your teammates, making sure they're always healed. I think it'll be sick. I want Quicksilver in this game as a strategist. Duelist, I want to be mad, but let's move on. So you got March, April, right? Yeah. January, February, March, April. Okay. Ant-Man. Right? We got Ant-Man here. Oh, I just spoiled the next one. Whoops, I spoiled too much. Ant-Man. I think he's going to be a Vanguard. And now you're probably thinking, whoa, Ant-Man, bro. How is he going to be a Vanguard? He's going to be so small. Also, Ant-Man can get really big. You know what I mean? And maybe they could do his big transformation as an ult. Or his little transformation as an ult. But I think you can make a tank that shrinks for like a limited amount of time. You know, I think it would be too OP if he could stay shrunken for like an extended period amount of time. Imagine like a little tiny thing that you have to aim at and it has like 700 health. Because it's a tank. You know what I mean? But obviously I think he's going to be using his big form. He can use his shrinking form for a limited amount of time. Why I think he's coming to the game is because they already been teasing him with the Pym particle thing and the New York thing that they got. So I think Ant-Man could be a really cool character to add. I mean, his abilities are super unique. Size manipulation, you know what I mean? So yeah, here you go. Here's his power. Size manipulation. The suit uses Pym particles. He has enhanced strength. Instant communication. Yo, his ult can even be kind of similar to like Squirrel Girl, where he could just have like a bunch of ants just like run all over the battlefield, targeting people, like, you know, hitting people. I think that could be really dope. What else? He has quantum realm access, momentum strikes. I think they can make it work. Like, I think when he shrinks, he does less damage, right? But he still has the health of a Vanguard, in which I think that will make him very strong, very unique. I think he could probably be a dive tank, shrinking, going to the back line, growing, stomping on the healers. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think it could be really dope. Ant-Man in April. But let's see what we got in May. In May, Kitty Pryde. Now I think she's gonna be a strategist. Like I said, Marvel Rivals, they like to do more characters that are more low-key. You know what I mean? I got some of the big hitters like Ant-Man, Quicksilver, but then they want more low-key characters. You know what I mean? Just like the Elsa Bloodstone that they're adding. So Kitty Pryde, she's a very unique character. She's from the X-Men. And I think she could be a really dope strategist. Where her powers are, it's really like, okay, here it says, makes herself or ports herself intangible to pass through objects, allowing her to walk on air or water. So basically she could phase through walls, phase through players, phase through anything. She could just phase through anything. That's her powers. And I think it's pretty unique. Imagine like you die early and you need to get back to your team real quick, but you gotta maneuver through all these walls. You know those annoying maps where you have to maneuver through all these maps. She could just go straight through it. And I bet they can give her an ability where like nothing affects her. Like let's say an Iron Fist is trying to punch her and you activate that ability and it just phases through everything. And she could just keep the heals on her teammates. She doesn't have to worry about getting hit. She doesn't have to worry about Spider-Man flinging her away. The web would just go right through her. You have to activate the ability. It's not going to just be constant. But I think that'll be really dope. I think that'll make her really strong. Maybe they could do something with her dragon here. I'm not sure. Something with the ult maybe. But what else does she have? Physical disruption by solidifying when an object or a person. Oh, she could put like her arm through someone and then solidify. Maybe that's too brutal for rivals. I don't know. Invisibility, camouflage, gravity phasing. I think it could be really dope. You guys let me know what you think. I think Kitty Pryde would be a dope strategist. But let's move on to June. And speaking of Spidey villains from earlier, I want Green Goblin. Green Goblin is one of my personal favorite Spidey villains. Obviously, he's from the first. Obviously, he was in the first Tobey Maguire movie. Love that character ever since. One of the best Spidey villains in my opinion. And I think he could be a dope duelist. We need duelists too. So I know we need a lot more tanks and strategists, but they're not gonna go the whole year without adding duelists. So I think Green Goblin could be a dope duelist, and this concept art that someone put here, I mean, look at it. I mean, this is awesome. And credit to all these artists that made these Marvel Rivals concepts for the game. Like, this one's amazing. I don't have like all the artist name, but if you know them, credit to them. This is amazing work. So even this Kitty Pryde one, but Green Goblin, I know we're kind of tired of the flying heroes and villains, and especially like the Human Torch and the Ultron and the Iron Man up there, but bro, this is a Marvel game. A lot of people are flying. Spidey can deal with them. Hela can deal with them. There's counterplay. It doesn't matter. Give us another one in Green Goblin. Have him riding around on his glider and throwing pumpkin bombs everywhere, and his ult can just be a massive pumpkin bomb, or just like a flurry of pumpkin bombs. He could be awesome. And here's some of his stuff. We got the Goblin glider, a fast maneuverable bat-shaped glider used for flight and combat. Pumpkin bombs, grenades. Oh, he could use the spike ones. Oh, bro, his kit could be amazing. There's so much potential for a character like Green Goblin. You don't even have to have him on his glider the whole time, but I think he would be better just like on his glider for like most of the time. That's just how he is, bro, and I think he'll be a really dope duelist. So Green Goblin for June. Now July, I want Jubilee. And I'm trying to stick more on theme of like, I'm trying to get in the Marvel Rivals devs' heads. July, 4th of July, she's got like firework powers, and she's getting a more popular character from the X-Men 97 show. So I think they'll definitely add Jubilee. I think she could be a dope strategist, kind of similar to like a Luna Snow, just throwing the fireworks back and forth. Or like an Invis, that the fireworks can be her main heals, but also damaging as well. What her powers are, she can control the intensity of her plasmoids, ranging from a harmless, colorful light show that can temporarily blind a person to a powerful concussive detonation capable of smashing metal objects or tree chunks. Molecular detonation, energy absorption, psychic shields. So yeah, kind of similar to like an Invis, a Luna Snow kind of, but just a different flavor. Fireworks. Maybe instead of just like the ice or like the, what's the Invis thing, like it throws it back and forth, her thing could be like the splash damage, like because the firework blows up, and like every time she throws a heal on someone, it does splash damage around it. You know what I mean? I think that could be very strong. I don't think it will be too broken. I think she'll be a really good healer. I think people will love Jubilee in this game. So yeah, my prediction for July, Jubilee. And now also another thing is, since they usually reveal 2 characters at a time, and they kind of like pair them together, like how they have Deadpool and Elsa Bloodstone as like the 2 characters of the season, because it's usually 2 months per season, right? So the next season will be Quicksilver and Ant-Man. I think that's a pretty dope combo, blue and red. You know what I mean? It could work. Kitty Pryde and Green Goblin. I mean, why not? That would be a dope season, right? And so now we got Jubilee and Colossus. This is 2 X-Men. They're both in X-Men 97. This could work. So Colossus, and what's after July? July, August. We need Colossus in the game. We got Magic, his little sister. We need the big brother. I think he'll be dope. He's the OG fastball special. We keep doing the fastball special with Hulk and the Thing. We want to do it with Colossus. Add him in. And I know like people are thinking, oh, he might be too similar to Hulk. What is he just gonna do? Punch people? I think he could be very different. You know what I mean? Like obviously he's gonna have his punches, but he's completely made out of steel. Maybe he might be more similar to the Thing, if anything. But let's read his powers. Converts his entire body into an incredibly dense organic steel-like substance. Superhuman strength, can lift over 100 tons. In his armored form, enough to challenge powerful beings like Juggernaut. Enhanced durability, his metallic skins withstand bullets, explosions, extreme temperature. What I think they could do is like the more damage this guy takes, the more like his skin denses up, and by the time like it hits a certain amount, it unleashes like a metallic force or something. I think that could be a dope concept. I know the Marvel Rivals devs can cook. I'm trying to cook right now, but I think it could be different. I think if anything, he could be the tankiest tank out of all the tanks. Right now, I know it's Groot, but if you make Colossus the tankiest tank, you know, don't give him the craziest damage, but make him the tankiest tank, because that's low-key what he does for the X-Men. He's the tank, literally. He takes all the hits. So I think they could cook something up. I want Colossus in August. I think it'll be dope. Give him a team with Magic. Obviously the fastball special with Wolverine. I think it'll be dope. Next, we've got August, September. Now this is a more low-key one. You know, Marvel Rivals likes to cook with these ones. Hit Monkey. I think Hit Monkey could be a dope DPS character. Basically what he is he's an assassin that's a monkey. He has a sword, he has guns. Bro, I can 100% seeing them add Hit Monkey in here. Let's read him. Superhuman agility and speed, possesses enhanced reflexes and acrobatics beyond human capability, allowing him to dodge bullets and perform complex maneuvers. He's an expert marksman, incredibly accurate with firearms, often using his feet to hold guns when his hands are free. Oh my god, imagine him shooting with his feet and then slicing you with his hands with a sword. Oh my god, and the cosmetics for this guy can go crazy. This guy is always fitted up in the comics with a suit, shades, always pulling up in like a whip or something. You know what I mean? I think it could be so dope to see Hit Monkey. I think they could do so much. He's more of an underrated character. I think they would love to cook with this character. I think a lot of people would actually play this character. I feel like he can kind of be like a dive, like where he's just like so fast shooting people. Maybe like a Punisher mixed with a Spider-Man or something. I don't know. I think it could be really dope. I would love to see Hit Monkey in Marvel Rivals. Devs, cook it up. Next, what we got? September, October, and I thought October needed a banger. You know what I mean? And I think Ghost Rider fits October perfect. I mean, he's literally got a flaming skull for a head, and everybody wants Ghost Rider in this game. I think they need to cook this year for 2026, and Ghost Rider is one of the most requested characters, and I think he comes this year. Ghost Rider, oh my god, do I even explain what Ghost Rider can do? One of the most badass characters in Marvel. Bro, his ult can be him riding on his motorcycle, driving all over the battlefield. You gotta include his Hell Cycle somehow. His main attacks will be his freaking whips, just whipping everybody. Fire, manipulation, like... Bro could do it all. Bro's just badass. Enough said. We need a Ghost Rider in this game. Devs, you know we want it. Come on. I think that'll be dope. For November... in December now. Okay, let me cook. I don't know if y'all caught this, but the new Spider-Man movie comes out in July, and I got Green Goblin coming out in June, so close to the movie. You know, this is a Spider-Man villain. Look, Doomsday is right around the corner in December, so you know I want to cook it up. But I got a crazy pick for November. I got a crazy pick for November. I think they add Galacta. Galacta, the announcer. Why wouldn't they add this character? Look at her design. This needs to be a playable character. I don't think they could ever add Galactus. Like maybe her ult could her bringing like Galactus's fist down on the battlefield and then teleporting it away. That would be dope. But to get something like this, like Galacta, I want her as a strategist personally, but give her like a Galactus punch for an ult. I think that would be sick, right? But I think we need Galacta in the game eventually, right? So hopefully this year, 2026 November. That's my prediction. Some of her powers here are energy manipulation, controls cosmic energy for blast. So you know that could be her heals and stuff. Cosmic awareness, energy absorption, teleportation. I think she could be really dope. She's already iconic in Marvel Rivals. Why not make her playable? Let's get it. And last but not least, of course, we need Doctor Doom in this game, right? He's been teased since the launch of Marvel Rivals, and there's no better time than in December when Avengers Doomsday drops to drop Doctor Doom in your game as a Vanguard. I mean, you can't tell me when you look at the Marvel Rivals design of Doctor Doom that's not a Vanguard. I think he's gonna be a sick tank. I mean, look at this guy's powers. Traveling through timelines, superhuman strength and endurance, mastery over sorcery and science. And you know what? I think they could just cook with this character. Like, give him like similar moves from Marvel vs. Capcom, like diving kicks and just like green like sorcery, and just like make him powerful. He needs to be like top tier. Like, just make him annoying if you have to, make him super powerful. This guy needs to be a menace on the battlefield. But yeah, Doctor Doom for December fits perfect. It'll be such a missed opportunity. Don't do it. I think I'm hot on the money on this one, but this is my prediction for 2026. Let's recap here real quick. So January, Deadpool, possibly a Vanguard, I think. February, also Bloodstone, DPS, Quicksilver for March. Want him as a healer, right? Ant-Man for March, could be a tank. I know some people are throwing around the idea that he could be a strategist, shrinking, healing people in secret. I want him as a tank personally. Kitty Pryde, healer. Green Goblin, DPS for June. July, Jubilee, another strategist. August, Colossus. September, Hit Monkey. I cooked with this one. I think Hit Monkey could be a hit. October, Ghost Rider as a DPS. Yes, sir. Badass. November, the main girl herself, Galacta. Come on, Marvel Rivals, let's get it. And December, Doctor freaking Doom. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know what your prediction for the 2026 slate is down in the comments. I'll be interested to see that. I'll be reading every single comment. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.